make sure. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to make sure your wheels fit, or that you're getting the right wheel and tire for your car. Also, we're going to show you how to make them fit. Damn right. So I finally got my dream wheels, which are these OZ Futuras. I had fitted all these, but they were 16s, and the E34 works out, but the 17 is the right choice. So these are 17 by 10 and 10.5, which is insane. And they're from Corvette C4 Callaway edition, and they have some crazy offset. It's very high offset, which makes the barrels the same size, but the lips are different sizes, which changes the width of the wheel, which is 10.5. But since the barrels are the same size, the offset is different. We have plus 37 and plus 56, which I've never seen in my entire life. So yeah, I want to make sure that they will fit in my car before I mount tires on them, because if not, I got a plan B, which is smaller barrels, which it's not the move, but we'll see. But in order to make them fit, the hub bore is smaller, so we're gonna make the hub bore bigger. Usually, in order to make the hub bore bigger, you have to go to a machine shop and have them do it for you, and I think it's like 150, 130 on each wheel to make the hub bore bigger. But I have done it in the past on some work. The hub bore, which is here, it's small, and the work that I did this job on, they're at home for free, had a lip in the back, but in this case we don't have that here. I'm gonna create the lip myself where the router can go on and guide it. Alright, so we're gonna need a router, and I had this borrowed from my good friend Philly. If you have a friend, everyone hopefully has a friend, but if you have a friend who has tools, you can borrow this from them. Save yourself $100. These are used $100. The DeWalt ones are good. I used it last time, you guys see. If not, right here video. If you have like a Milwaukee tool like me, then you can buy the Milwaukee one without the battery, and it will save you also some money. So $100 is what you're looking at, or borrow from a friend, so free. So we have this guy, and we need a bit, and I tried so hard finding metal bits that I could not find, but the wood bit is worked pretty decent. We got 4 of these, and they cut into this, which is aluminum, pretty nicely. So you got that, you got a router, you got your wheel. After taking some dimensions, you know that you want to change the bore, hoping that you want to go bigger, not smaller. I have made this. This is a Late Night Rituals product. Late Night Ritual is my brand that I try to make some cool stuff. So this guy puts that lip that you need to go based off. And why do you need a lip to go based off? Because you can never sit there and rotate this in that bore perfectly circular. In other words, if you just go around this, you're gonna put force in one area more than other, push it more than area one another, and all of a sudden, even you'll see that is the circular hole. It's in reality, it's not. It's not a perfect hole, and that's important because this is something that's spinning on your car. Well, you will feel the wobble. Most of the times you won't, because your studs are holding your wheel, but we don't want to rely on that, you know what I mean? So if it's sitting here, and it usually has a little bit of play because your bore is not the same size, you will have play, and you will feel that on high speeds. So we don't want that. We want to make sure the circle is perfectly circle, and we can only do that if we're machining something, or if we have a guide that we know is perfectly circle. So I 3D printed this piece, and I know it's perfectly circle because 3D printer, and I designed it. It's a perfect circle on the freaking CAD or software, and this will give us the perfect circle to go based off. Enough yapping. Just want to make sure everyone follows with me. If I'm explaining too much, feel free to tell me that I'm explaining too much. How are we going to do this? If you want this, let me know. This is converting your old Corvette or Chevy wheels into, you see how snug this is? But it's extremely tight, so this thing is not moving. It's not off-centered, nothing. So this is perfect. Now you have this lip where your router bit can ride up. Another important thing, you want to make sure you are getting a router bit with a bearing, because this bearing is gonna guide where this bit is going. When the bearing rides on the template, whatever this getting cut, it's gonna be just like the template, a perfect circle. All right, so now let's start step by step, and I'll show you how you can rebore your wheels if you have this template, or if your wheels are like my other wheels, they have that extra smaller lip that you just have to eliminate. But you will need this. If you want this, DM me on Instagram. Step 1. This is all nice, nothing's on here. This fits there, nice and snug. You get your router, and this guy right here, how deep it is, how much the tip comes out, it's also matter, because you don't want the blade to touch the template. You don't want to push into it. It's okay, just let it ride on a few times, and slowly it will find the template. That's the lip already forming. And if you didn't have the template, you would be doing crazy shit like this. Even with the template, you can mess up if you're not flat on the template. If you just like your thing's wobbling and your tip is carving into it or coming out of it, you know what I mean? That's the user error right there. See that? The bearing is riding on the bottom of the template, and the bit is touching the bore. Just make sure you're flat on it, so you're not doing this or doing this. It's flat. Don't put too much force like this way or this way. Just hold it nice and go around. I'll do it one more time, and then rest of it I can just, it's just repetition. Fits perfect. Little bit of play, which is also normal, because if you take this to another wheel and do the same thing to it, you have this much play. So a little bit of tolerance is okay. All right, now let's go put these wheels on, and I'll tell you all about wheel fitment and tire fitment. Not a professional, but just everything I've learned over the years. Method number 1, which you jump in and you just take the ruler and go to town. So I have my car jacked up here so you can see better. Everything's good, right? But if this is sticking too much, we're hitting this. We have to space where the wheel mounts away from the fender. We have another limitation, which is the muffler. Let's take this wheel off. Now the wheels are off. Well, the wheel is off. Let's put this on and see what. I don't have high hopes. This does not look good already. We're already hitting it. We definitely need at least 50 millimeter spacer, maybe a 30 millimeter spacer. So right now we have something flat against the lip, and we can measure all the way to the back of the bore to the lip. We have 4.5 inch. That's how much our wheel is gonna stick out from the hub. We have 4, so 4 3/8 would be just a little bit more. Would probably stick out here, but that's okay. So we're already pushing the lip, hitting the fender, and it's not even rolled, but we're not low, so it should be good. But we don't want it to stick out so much that it looks hideous. But you're forgetting the fact that we're gonna use a spacer probably thicker than this, so it's gonna stick out even more. If not, then we gotta get new barrels. Sucks, but don't you worry, guys. I already got that. Got some used 17-inch barrels for OZ wheels. We only need that much. I don't know if you see. We only need this much. But we're hitting the fucking arm. So the arm is also another issue, I guess. So we just need a 25 millimeter spacer or a 30 millimeter spacer, and we should be fine. We also have clearance here. We have clearance here. I can work with this. It's levitating. This is probably, it's gonna sit. So this is where the barrel sits, and I'm not gonna be low, so I can't pull this off because it will require me to be low, and I'm not. So this is kind of what we're working with. It's cool, but more importantly, Is this big enough for the fender, you guys think? I feel like with the tire it should work. Better than the 15-inch. I think it's an upgrade. I don't want to lower the car. Believe it or not, I hate saying that, like, coming out of my mouth. It makes me sick. I don't want to lower the car, like, why not, you know? This is my want to keep everything original car because it's beautiful. This car is beautiful, in my opinion, for me. And I want to keep it that way. I don't want to molest the car. Pause. So, yeah. This is cool. We don't know what the front, though. We'll figure it out in a bit. Alright, now let's see the fronts. This freaking strut right here is literally so close. Because the tire will hit. Even if our wheel don't hit, the tire's gonna hit this. So hopefully we can avoid that somehow. Find out if this is good or not. I have a strong sense that it's not. Bro, we're not even close. So the front, there's no way around it. The front needs a smaller barrel. Alright, 2 spacers. We are at 2 inches. 2 inches, about average, of sticking out. We're hitting the strut right now. We need another inch. So we need to stick out. Oh, that's actually not bad. I'm hitting the inside, but the strut's gonna hit soon. So 2.5 inch is how much shorter our barrel needs to be, because this whole thing needs to go in 2.5 inch. This is how much it will stick out, which is a lot. Let's say the front goes in 2 inches because we took the spacers out, and the back comes in 2 inches because we put a smaller barrels. So now our tire can only be this thick on each side in the radius, which is about 4 inches, 5 inches. 5 inches, okay? So your tire cannot be thicker than 5 inches on the wall. The side wall of your tire cannot be thicker than 5 inches. Is that realistic? I don't know. For instance, this goober of tire is sticking out 5 inches. Okay, that's realistic because we're not gonna have this thick of a tire. We might be able to do this, guys. Conclusion. Put the barrels on and then we can talk about tires. A lot of hopes and dreams. That's what it's all about, unless you want to follow someone else's recipe, which what we got now. So method 2, if your setup is so unique, you will have to do stuff like this, like the Porsche wheels that I have on my other E36. Check it out. Method number 2, it's gonna require technology. Just going online and I tell you some of the best websites I know. You must know these websites if you want to fit your wheels. I got you. I'll see you guys behind the computer. You have the first website, which is not all that. It's, so for example, this is like BMW wheels. You have 8J, 215, 35, 18. Let's just start with what we want. So rim 17, rim width, which is 10. Tire width, sheesh. Let's just say we go for a 235. Okay, that's kind of wild. Yeah, actually 235. We can't have too much stretch on that. 45. We need big sidewall. 17, whatever brand, whatever rim. So this is how it's gonna look. Actually, that's way too much stretch. This is too much stretch, so we can't have that. This website just shows you the how your wheel basically gonna look like with the stretch, with the size that you're gonna run. It's not the like the most up-to-date website, but they have some pictures. So this is not the best website. But after you have Fitment Industries, you can just search resources, wheel guide. I don't even know what this is, but I think if you go into their search gallery, you can search your car. This is not even the best website I always use. So let's go 1994 BMW 525i base. Suspension modification, all that stuff you can do too. But let's just see what E34s are there. There's one E34 here. But let's start with this because we don't want to lower our cars. It says 17 but 8.5. So if you just come here, you can see like suspension, the wheel setup here, 17 by 8.5. So we're not 8.5, we're 10. Tire wheel width, let's do 10. Okay, now we only got one option. That is not 10, is it?
Oh, okay. Well, we don't got much to work with, but 215, 45, 17 has very skinny. And I don't think this guy's lowered. Yep, he's not lowered because he doesn't have his suspension on there. But I mean, shit, we wouldn't know that. 1 inch wheel spacer. So this can help a little bit. I don't know if it's helpful, but the best one out of them all is this website, willtheyfit.com. Or you can literally just go on someone's Instagram that you like, has a good fitment, and literally just ask him, what's your specs, bro? Or just go to a car meet and take pictures of people's specs. Make sure they don't see you, and they might fucking throw hands. And a lot of people are very secretive of their wheel setup, which I don't understand why. Like, relax, bro. So our offset for the front was 27, if I'm not mistaken. Our offset for the wheels that I have on the car are, I don't even know what. So BMW stylewheels.com also has some BMW wheels. So your stock wheel probably comes with this. Yep, 15 by 7. I mean, sheesh. 20. Our offset's going to be 20 here. Our offset here is 27, if I'm not mistaken, for the wheels. Was 27 and 56, right? This is all the front, right? And tire width, probably go with a 235, 45. Let's start with that. Calculate. So orange is the color, there are stock wheels, as you can see right here. The blue is the new wheels. Let's say the 17 by 10 worked, which it doesn't. So let me just talk about the method. Don't get too specific right here, because I'm getting lost in the sauce. The orange is our setup. The blue is our new setup. So we can clearly see in the same way that your car fits the orange, that you took pictures and measurements. Don't trust this picture, because this picture doesn't know what car you have. You can, it says this wheel will have an inner rim which is 38.8 millimeter closer to the suspension strut. That's actually crazy. I never read this. I just look at these numbers. So it tells you, and the outer wheel will poke out that much. So the poke, you can see how much it's going to poke out to your fender, so that helps you a lot. Alright, so this is what we have in the rear. Our wheel's going to stick out a little bit, but overall our car's going to sit lower because the side profile is smaller and we have way too much stretch. So this is probably not going to work in the rear. In the rear, we probably have to go with a 45 sidewall. Let's see. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that we can go lower, which is nice. But the lower you go, the bigger gap you're going to have on the top between the tire and the fender. Okay, we got to go 255. This is method 2. You can just go do this, figure out other people's builds, and see if it benefits you. With that being said, this is what I use. Either method 1, you can just thug it out and go there and measure everything hands on, which works great. It just works for peace of mind, you know, because you can do the method 2, which is going on the internet, figuring out what other people did and stuff. But there's too many factors that you probably will miss if you do it this way. Like the strut we talked about, you will for sure miss this strut. You will for sure miss the lower control arms in the back that was hitting our wheel. And you need to go in the garage, do method 1, make sure everything fits, take picture, take measurements, note down, so when you come here to order tires, you know that it's gonna fit. Method 2 is cool because you don't got your hands dirty. You can kind of just, I think the stage 1 is method 2, you know. You kind of get an idea of what works, what's not, and then you go look for wheels on Facebook Marketplace and see what do you like, what's the ballpark that you're looking for. We're gonna have some merch. This is the last merch we had. It was a t-shirt, but the hoodies are very popular. And it says Late Night Rituals in honor of the lost tools. It's like a tool that the ghost is coming out. So yeah, I really try with the merch. I don't take it lightly. It's not really a merch. It's pretty much a brand if you think about it in terms of quality. But I only sell to my friends. This is nothing special. But if anyone's interested, I'll be glad to ship it to you. But thank you for watching these videos. I am trying to up the quality of the videos. Please, 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 please give me feedback what you don't like and what you liked about the video. One thing you liked and what thing you didn't like. And I hope this helped. These are just the things that helped me, the tools that anyone can use, you know, pretty straightforward. So I hope it was helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Until next one.